All right, hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to the channel. And we're actually watching for hogs here. We're parked in one of my favorite spots. I'm watching down this way, see if any come out. We just got done doing a loop through here, and we're in on 3 big hogs and a brown one that was literally inside of 12 yards for 5-6 minutes just to get in the brush too thick. Could not shoot at them, but I'm hoping possibly now that we're back out here, because they were still on their feet, that I can see them come across the road up here, or they might come across the road up there, because we came out right here. This is where the truck was. And so who knows? So if you're watching back there, you might see a hog across the road. If you see one, let me know, because that's when I want to go after them. So, but anyway, what we're going to talk about today: where should you spend your money if you want to spend some money in gear? Let's say you got a little bit of money, you're thinking hunting stuff, season's right around the corner. It's August 2nd or 3rd, I think, or 3rd or 4th or something like that today. So technically I'm like 10 days away from the small game season kicking off and getting back on the WMAs here, getting off the base. The base is great, but I want the WMAs. Can't wait to get back on them. So we got that coming up. And, or maybe you're getting ready for deer season, but whatever the case is, what should you spend money on if you are going to spend some money? Obviously, I think having 2 bows is very, very important, especially for traditional guys, but I think make sure you at least got 2 bows. We want to get some of the essentials out of the way. Have 2 bows. I think a spare quiver is very important, because that way you have parts and stuff that you can bring with you. If you break a strap, for example, have spare straps. So get some spare parts for that. Have a bow. Make sure you got 2 or 3 or 4 strings, so you're set up there. And make sure you at least got a couple dozen arrows. Or, for me, I don't ever not have at least 3 dozen arrows made and ready. Get yourself a spare tab. Get yourself some spares. Okay, spares are important to have that spare stuff. Once you have that and you got that dialed in, where should you go with your money there? In my opinion, there's only a few places that I want to spend money. Okay, have some extra broadheads is important too. But realistically, for me, boots are very important. That doesn't mean I think you have to spend a lot of money on boots. I just want to buy the right boots. I want to buy boots. I've tried a lot of snake boots. I've tried a lot of different things down here, and I've settled on 2 pairs, and I've done videos on them, but 2 pairs of boots that I like. My Rocky, I don't know if you can see them here, but these Rocky ones for when it is, drier like it is here. Even though it rained yesterday, it's still pretty dry out there. Water levels are low. And when water levels get high, I go with the lacrosse one. Okay, but I mean, that's it. And then now I live in Georgia. This is what I wear 99% of the time, every single day. I don't even buy fancy shoes anymore. But, having some boots, I think good boots is worth spending money on. I am about to go buy another pair of lacrosse, more heavyweight, like an 800-gram boot to have with me for my Midwest trips, because my pair I got are about done. But boots are a place that you can spend money. I don't think that you need to go out and buy some Crispies or something like that, spend $400 or $500 on a pair of boots. I don't think it's just a name. What's it doing for you, really? Now, if you live out west, maybe it's different. But for us whitetail hunters out here in the east, I don't think there's any value in it. There's a lot of great options out there for much less money, for $100 to $200. So, but spend your money on boots is a good thing, because boots are very important for you. They're going to make or break your hunt. If your feet are wet, you're cold. If you're cold, you're not going to hunt anymore. You're going to be done. And hang on, I want my binoculars right now. Speaking of which, hold on a second. All right, I don't think that's a hog. Binoculars are another one, but I'm watching here. Like I said, it's only been 10 minutes since I was in hogs 400 yards from here, and I got a feeling I lost them. Couldn't keep up with them, couldn't stay with them. When they winded me once and they took off a little bit, I could still hear them, but I couldn't keep up with them. But I am hoping they're going to cross this road and show me where they are, and then I can just walk down, whether it's 200, 300, 400 yards, cut in, try and catch them again. So if we cut this short, that's why. But binoculars are another one. Boots, like I said, are good. Boots, I think, are very important. Your feet are wet and cold, you're done. You got to have good quality boots, but you don't have to spend a lot of money today. Binoculars are another one of those. You don't have to spend a ton of money. There was a time 15 years ago when I would talk about how I would only buy Swarovski binoculars. And if you didn't buy Swarovskis, buy the cheapest ones you can, so you can save till you can get a Swarovski or a Zeiss binocular. That's all changed today. Okay, the difference between quality binocular and non-quality before was like this. the difference today between at the time, a $1,500 binocular and a $500 binocular was like this. Today, the difference between a $500 binocular and a $2,000 binocular is much more like this. So technology's come a long way. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Okay, some Mavens. I love these Mavens that I wear. They're actually in my pack. These are my truck binoculars. These are some Celestrons, and they're a good binocular too. I did a video review on these. They're not bad. They're really pretty dang good binocular for the money. These are what's in my truck. Vortex Diamondback HDs. The Vortex Diamondbacks have been phenomenal binoculars forever. I have, my original pair that is still going strong. It's glued together, been through the ringer. And then I got I have three pairs of Vortex Diamondback 8x32s. Love them. There's no problem spending money in those. Those are fantastic. So do it. The other one too, in my opinion, is going to be a good outer layer of rain gear. I think rain gear is vitally important. I have a ton of Kuiu, I have a ton of Sitka, I have a ton of First Light gear. Honestly, I haven't worn any of it in probably 6 years now, 5 or 6 years, yet I have both Kuiu and First Light rain gear, and I wear them every year multiple times. Swear by them. So in my opinion, the fancy gear, the fancy clothing, if you want it, great. I mean, so I should just sell mine. Like I said, I don't ever wear that stuff, ever. I think I got 4 pairs of Sitka Timberline pants. I got 4 of the Kuiu guide vests. I got a lot of this gear. I'm probably never ever going to wear it again. I take the vest with me every once in a while, but I don't even know where those pants are. They're somewhere in one of my hunting bins. None of that stuff means nothing to me. I don't have any value in it. I'd rather be in these right here. These little $20 stretchy Walmart Wrangler pants. I'd rather wear these all day long than those. So I may be a little different, but when it comes to rain gear, no denying the fact that rain gear is worth its weight in gold, in quality rain gear. And I think spending money in quality rain gear, 100% worth it. Hands down, 100% worth it. Tree stands, I think having the right tree stand gear. I don't care what stand you're in. I don't care what sticks you use. I don't care any of that kind of stuff, but having the right safety gear when you're doing it, whether that's a quality saddle, or a quality safety harness, a quality lineman belt, this kind of thing, I think is crucial. I think that's vitally important. Figure out your system if you're going to rappel or whatever you're going to do, but have a quality system. Tactus saddle, obviously, John, he's like a brother to me for 35 years that we've been hunting together, and I still have some of his saddles. You think these guys out there, these other companies, they know what they're doing, and more power to them. I'm not taking anything away. I don't saddle hunt, but I'll tell you this. I have saddles that are made out of seat belts that we used to go harvest from scrap yards back when John was making saddles when nobody else was, and he's been hunting out of them ever since. For 30-something years, this man has been a saddle hunter, and he knows what he's doing with them. And when he builds a Tactus saddle, he builds it right. Hand sews them himself specifically to your body. These things are worth their weight in gold. And then when I went to him and said, hey, make me a harness like this. Okay, I want a rock climbing style harness, but I want this and this and this on it. I gave him what I wanted. He built it for me. It was fantastic. I used it for a year. Then he comes back and he says, oh, but check this one out. Just try this. I'm like, oh my God, this is so much better. He's like, yeah, I thought maybe this. He did this. He added that. He changed this. He made him double side pulls. He did all this stuff. It's like things I'd have never thought of. He did, because this is what he does, and he knows this stuff. And, so get quality. Okay, quality safety gear. Mandatory. Like I said, I don't care if you're in a Rubicon. I don't care if you're in a custom gear stand. I don't care if you're in a B stand. I don't care if you're what you're in. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever stand you want, they're all going to be great, and do whatever you want to. Have the safety gear. Lineman belts, everybody comes out with something new and some distal hitch and some this and that and way to change it and reinvent the wheel. More power to you. Okay, I still believe in a rope man. I'm only using a rope man. I've been using a rope man since before the internet was even around. But I found one in REI so many years ago, and I was trying everything, trying to find something that would work, and trying things with figure 8s to see if I could make it lock, and trying everything I could to get better than a Prusik knot. And I found a Ropeman 1 in an REI, and I went ahead and I used it, and it worked flawlessly. And that was almost 30 years ago, and I never looked back one time. I've been using it forever. They are still, in my opinion, one of the best systems there are. They are flawless. There's other things now, the Kong Duck and this one, and I don't know what they are, Free Tar Star. There's so many knockoffs now and different versions of it and variations of it. More power to you. Get something safe that is going to let you very quickly and easily operate your lineman belt. Use that. That's where you want to put your money at. The biggest ones, say it in every time. You've heard it from me. If 13 years we've been doing this podcast and YouTube channel, and you've heard me say it so many times. Tags and vacation days. Okay, most important. I cannot emphasize that enough. If you do not have the tags, you don't have any place to hunt. So make some tags. Or if you don't want to go out of state and travel somewhere else for some adventure, make sure it's just vacation days. But focus on vacation days and time to hunt. You cannot kill animals on the couch. You have to be able to hunt. How do you get to hunt? You get time off of work. If you can't get time off of work, you can't hunt. So make it work. That's where you spend your money at, is stockpiling that kind of stuff. What do I mean by it? How do you buy vacation days? You buy them by putting money aside to pay for bills ahead of time. You know, if you're an hourly worker and you want to take 3 weeks off during the entire deer season, that's 3 weeks of income you're losing. But if throughout the entire summer, you can work a little bit of overtime and you can stock up and you can do this stuff and put 3 weeks worth of income away, now when you take those 3 weeks off during the hunting season, you don't feel it. It's painless, okay? That's like me. You know, I go on my this year is going to be almost a full solid month, my Midwest trip. In order to do that, I have to make, between this channel, my truck channel, and my Patreon channel, I literally have to make 100 extra videos. Not 100 videos, 100 extra videos, meaning I still have to put out my 3 on my truck channel every day, my 3 a week, for 3 to 4 a week. Actually, during that time of year, it's 5 a week for the bow hunting channel and 2 a week for minimum for the Patreon channel. And I have to not only keep doing that, I have to stockpile 100 more before I leave so that I'm getting paid while I'm gone. Okay, so like right now, as I'm making videos, like today I made 2 truck videos that I'm already they're stockpiled, they're set aside because they're not time sensitive. So you do what you have to do to figure this out, to find ways to get the things you need. And money is the driver of everything. If you got money, you can take the time. You can take the time and hunt. So use your money to buy whatever you want to. If you want something fancy new, you want a new jacket, you want a new, whatever it is, some new gizmo for your bow, or some new fancy this or that, or rangefinder, or whatever you want to spend your money on. You want to go browse Bass Pro Shop. This week, actually, I'm going to make a video at Bass Pro Shop. I've not been to one in a very long time, other than to take our grandson there and play around on a boat for an hour and go to the aquarium part. But I've not solo shopped a Bass Pro Shop hunting department in probably 4 years. I'm guessing 4 or 5 years. Yeah, it's 4 or 5 years since I've been in one. And Tina is right now in Michigan with Bella. She's out there with Bella and Ronan and Dylan and helping them get set up at their new place there. So I got this week where I'm just cranking out videos and I'm here by myself. So I'm going to make a trip over to Bass Pro Shops and actually shop it, and I'm going to make a video on it for you. So that'll be coming. See what we think of what's out there now as options. But this is a key. Don't let this stuff hold you back. Do what you want to with your money, but make sure you're setting some of that money to get you ready and set up for the right stuff during season. Spend it the right way. Use it on the right kind of stuff. Questions, comments, put them below. Thanks for watching.